What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Halucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee. And first of all, I don't know why I just leaned in all close like that, knowing I ain't got no haircut. I'm out here looking crazy AF. But you know what it is? It's time for another NXT breakdown. You already know what I do. I break down NXT. I talk about the good, I talk about the bad, and I talk about everything in between. Spoiler alert: NXT's never bad. So we just talk about the goods, we talk about the stuff that was just there, and we talk about everything in between. I go with my handy dandy notebook right here, like it's Blue's Clues, and I go through each segment. I say, "Oh, I like this," and I say why, and then I think about what happens in the future. This is spilling the NXT. I love it. The good, the bad, and the burnout, burnout, undisputed. Let's talk about it. So first up that I noticed was Beth Phoenix and Tom Phillips was on commentary. William Regal was not there. There have been talks about a bunch of COVID outbreaks, so maybe and this is probably one of the reasons why NXT. You'll see NXT is a little bit all over the place, just a little bit all over the place. But unlike Raw, where when Raw is all over the place, they just do just woo. Anyways, we ain't gonna talk about Raw because it's NXT spilling the NXT. They get together and they come up with pretty good stuff and decent stuff that they have to do because uh, their takeover is like in 2 weeks, I think. Whatever. Oh, my phone's over there. Nice. Uh, okay, good talk. Whenever NXT is, yeah, the takeover October 4th, whenever it's like 2 weeks or whenever, they got to build stories and stuff like that. So first up, what we got and is the women's gauntlet match. It was either one of two people, Candice LeRae or Rhea Ripley, from the reason that those the only two that got entrances. Everybody else didn't get anything. Um, I last week said that Candice LeRae and Tegan Knox was going to take each other out in this match, and Rhea was going to end up winning. Instead, Candice LeRae took out Tegan Knox before the match even happened, and she ended up winning, which which also made sense because her and Johnny's been talking about the whole the Gargano way. If you don't do it our way, then you not doing it right or whatever like that. And said they're going to be the first couple team, first couple uh, with gold. So it's been pretty much built into that. Rhea, I guess, has her own issues with Raquel Gonzalez now. Um, yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna because I don't want to say there's no way that Candice is winning. There's a slight chance that Candice could go away with this title, and I wouldn't be mad about it because EO is main event ready, as is Tegan or as well Tegan Knox is too, but as is Rhea Ripley. So I don't know if they're gonna do a thing where maybe Candice faces off and beats EO. Maybe EO goes to the main roster. Maybe Rhea Ripley gets her chance against Candice LeRae. Maybe she loses, and then maybe she goes to the main roster, and then maybe Tegan Knox comes back and they feud, and Tegan Knox gets the title off of her. I don't know. It's a couple of different things that can happen, but I don't really see Candice. I don't see Candice winning. I think that she can be NXT Women's Champion. It'd be great if she's NXT Women's Champion. I don't know if it's her time right now. I don't think it's Johnny Gargano's time either. Um, who is going to be facing Priest? Johnny Gargano has already been a champion Granted, uh, he had it once. I think he beat whoever. Who did he beat? Who did he beat for the title? It wasn't Adam Cole. Was it Velveteen Dream? No, Velveteen Dream beat Gargano for it. I don't remember who Johnny Gargano beat. Whoever Johnny Gargano beat, um, he beat him. So who did he? Was it? Oh, was it Ricochet? Did he beat Ricochet? I think it was Ricochet he beat. I think it was Ricochet he beat. But anyways, he only held it that he didn't like even get a successful title defense. So maybe they might come back to that and have Damian Priest chase after the title again. Maybe they might bring in uh, Cameron Grimes, bring in Brunson Reed and stuff like that. So I mean, he could be champion. So I wouldn't mind it. It wouldn't be the worst thing. Um, but I guess it would depend on what happens next week in this tag team match that I assumed would happen. Um, if this is just basic logic, if the Garganos beat Io and Damian Priest, take over neither one of them. That's just how things are. Anyways, Priest had his interview. He was just pretty much talking about how Johnny Gargano is Mr. Takeover. He says he's the guy who runs or built NXT. So he says. But at Takeover, he's gonna beat him and continue his reign of infamy. Stuff like that. It's pretty good stuff. Fandango was crazy Sherlock Holmes. He had his whiteboard. I think he was like naming a whole bunch of people on the whiteboard. He had like, um, uh, he had some weird names on the whiteboard. Like he didn't have Fabian Eichner or Marcel Bertel or Danny Burt. He put like Danny one. You had to go back and watch it. I forgot. I just saw it a little bit and I was like, what is this guy doing? And I just saw everybody like argue around him. So pretty much, William Regal comes in. He was like, "What in the world is going on? Why are you wearing that ridiculous outfit? And why are you talking like a dumbass?" Is pretty much what he was saying. And in lamest terms, uh, Fandango was trying to say Danny Burch, uh, um, Roderick Strong teams up together. They face against Marcel Bartel, nope, Fabian Eichner, and Raul Mendoza. And whoever wins the tag team match between them two faces each other. The winners face each other. And then whoever wins out of those two faces Breezango, who are tag team champions. Yeah. And as confused as you thought you were when I just said that to you guys, William Regal was also confused to what Fandango was saying. So he asked his other Brit partner, Danny Burch, what he was talking about, and he explained it to him. And then he understood. It's like, oh, okay. And then he just walks away. And I like how Fandango's like, that's what I was saying. It's good stuff. I actually like that segment. That was actually hilarious. Let's see. Champa versus Atlas. Exactly what you expect to happen. Tommaso Ciampa won. Atlas got some good stuff in. He was a little bit more aggressive, but once you try to use your finisher as a cartwheel DDT, you're just asking for trouble because Tommaso Ciampa kicked his hand off, hit him with the bell, and then finished it off with a modified fairy tale ending for the win. He was really aggressive. Jake showed some love, but you're not beating Tommaso Ciampa. So my guess would be that Tommaso Ciampa is still feuding with Kyle O'Reilly, maybe. So I don't know if they're gonna do some things between them. Is he gonna cost him the match at Takeover? Um, are they gonna bring back DIY as a heel team one last time? Are they going to go against Undisputed Era? Maybe give Undisputed Era their flowers and before they go to the main roster, and then they have DIY again. Put them back on a tag team division, make them that heel tag team, especially when Fabio Eichner and Marcel Bartel is literally going back to the UK. They're going back to the UK. They're not staying in NXT anymore. So kind of be interesting what that would what the plans for that whole situation is. Uh, Speaking of Undisputed Era, Strong and Birch faces off against Mendoza and Art Eichner. Match was good. This is another thing that I was talking about with some weirdness going on. Probably uh, some COVID breakouts that they've been talking about. Uh, Maybe one of the reasons why Wade Barrett wasn't on commentary. Probably why Tyler Breeze wasn't there. Maybe why the other four wasn't there. Marcel Botel, Joaquin Wild, Oni Lorcan, and Bobby Fish. Probably why they weren't there. Uh, probably probably to quarantine themselves for some time. Maybe they weren't safe or something like that. You never know what would be a thing, but that can plans change and stuff like that. But this match for them not working, not being tag team, worked very well. Strong and Birch won. I don't. Oof. So this is definitely going to be something. Either Strong is going to face Birch, or they're going to do a tag team between the two. They both already had opportunities at the tag team titles. Undisputed Era's already won them 3 times, but still Undisputed Era. They're still popular as popular can get. I can see them winning. I don't know if it's going to be Roderick Strong and Bobby. Well, I say that, and then they still have the thing with maybe Killian Dane and Drake Maverick, my boy Spud. So that can easily be a 1-2 punch. Oh, that's a tough one because like the money would be on Undisputed Era because they're more decorated. They're the ones like they're gonna be able to put over um Breezango as like a one of the better tag teams. They beat Fabian, they beat Imperium, they beat him in a rematch. Now they face Undisputed Era, who are 3-time tag team champions, probably the longest reigning tag team champions, the standard bearer of that tag team division. And to get a win over them, like could like be a huge stock in their title defense. Whereas if they beat Lorcan and Birch, yeah, okay, you beat Lorcan and Birch, but it's just Lorcan and Birch. So anything can happen with that. That got a lot of depth in them, so that's good stuff. Um, Birch hits Raul Mendoza with like a top rope DDT, and they worked really well together. Actually, it's pretty good stuff. Uh, Next up, um, Austin Theory did a promo. Or well, he didn't really do a promo. I think Sarah was going to ask him a question. Johnny Gargano interrupted. Said, "Sarah, why are you going to interrupt him in the middle of his uh, pre-workout match stuff like that?" And pretty much, Gargano was like, hey, I know you got all the potential in the world. Let's just say you like beat him or sauter him up. When I'm NXT North American Champion, I'll remember you and stuff like that. And then they had the match. Surprise, surprise. Damian Priest won because he's NXT North American Champion. Again, good solid match. Thumbs up. Um, Good stuff in there. Austin Theories is on his. I've been on the main roster. I headline, or well, I didn't headline. I was on WrestleMania. I'm only 23 years old. I'm legend in training, only to be brought down a couple notches. by another competitor. This is probably going to be his gimmick until he learns to be humble. That's probably going to be his gimmick, where he's so good, he has all the potential in the world, but unfortunately, his cockiness leads to his undoing, which is good stuff. Um, Gargano then attacks Priest after I think Priest hit a he did when it was on the outside, he did like the little cartwheel, like a flippy thing where he kicks on the back of his neck, where he does like a flippy twist thing. He then hits him with the Razor's Edge on the apron, goes inside, hits him with the Reckoning for the win. That looks brutal. And then Gargano attacks him. Then they did a video package which somebody is going to be returning to NXT. A lot of different theories out there. One person who that I saw that I heard maybe could be returning that I would actually be into would was Ember Moon, which would be amazing. She hasn't been seen in a long, like in like a year or so, and because of her Achilles. Um, yeah, I would love it, and it has like little night vision stuff. There's like some gaming type stuff that she's into. Uh, talk about paper champions and stuff like that. So it would be good. Like my other instinct was like maybe Charlotte, but if it was Charlotte, they would probably like hype up Charlotte being there. So yeah, I think it would be Ember Moon, and I think if it was Ember Moon, I think it'd be cool. Um, yeah, that'd be a good way for her to maybe get another takeover match. I don't know if she would be heel or not, but maybe get a takeover another one against like Io Shirai. Oh yes, give me that. Yeah. I don't see it being any of the guys. Uh, I wouldn't see it being Kevin Owens. I don't see it being Samoa Joe. It could be Samoa Joe because Samoa Joe is also into video games and stuff like that. So it could be Samoa Joe, but I don't think that's his style. Don't really see it Bobby Roode because Bobby Roode would be more like sophisticated, more sophisticated, like in a suit, $1 million suit and stuff like that. Um, Maybe it could be Charlotte because Charlotte is a two-time NXT Women's Champion and she probably wanted to go back and get her the title back. Maybe to be first, only three-time NXT Women's Champion. Maybe. Uh, yeah, that's really all I. Yeah, because Clearly, it's not Keith Lee. He's not Aleister Black because he's busy. He's not Kevin Owens. He's busy. Ricochet's kind of busy doing his thing. Um, yeah, it's not a lot of really. Maybe Pac's coming back. Maybe AJ Neville's coming back. Who knows? Um, Swerve Scott got a video package saying that he has beaten Santos twice, so he wants the champion probably at Takeover, which would be good stuff. I don't know if he's gonna win or not. He probably should because he's already. Maybe he shouldn't. I don't know. It's gonna be a great match though. I'm gonna enjoy that stuff. It'll be Rich Holland murdered Antonio DeLuca. He ended it with a Northern Grit. I think he got no offense. Antonio did. And I think the one offense he did just made him mad and gave him like vicious headbutts. And it was like a scoop up power slam, and they called it the Northern Grit, and that got him the win. More interviews. Ilsa, where I had her interview, she was pretty much saying that she didn't like Candice LeRae. Candice and Johnny walks up saying, "Oh, you didn't want to congratulate me and stuff like that." And Io was talking in Japanese, and Johnny was, I love Johnny Gargano so much. He was like, "Hey, I don't know what you're saying, but I don't like it." And then Damian Priest comes and was like, "Hey, there you are," and then this clocks Johnny Gargano. Good stuff. So they're having a match, tag team match, as I said, Priest and Io versus the Garganos. Whoever wins that match is definitely winning a takeover. They announced, I think, Shanti Blackheart versus Dakota Kai. And I think those are all the matches that were announced for next week. So here it is, main event time. And Dun it, dun 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 it. Oh yes, Kyle O'Reilly runs him and Kushida start. Him and Kushida, I know English, I swear. They start nice technical baby face actions, antics from Kyle O'Reilly, clean breaks, technical prowls going in there. Uh, and then Brunson Reed comes out. He, goes in, starts beating people up. Some good back and forth. They're on the top rope. Kushida does his handstand kicky thing, sends Kyle outside to the outside. Brunson Reed is on like the turnbuckle. In comes that sneaky snake, and I'm not talking about Randy Orton. I'm talking about Velveteen Dream. Hits a Death Valley driver, so that means their feud is continuing. Didn't really expect him to win anyway. Then Brunson Reed Tsunami for the 1, 2, 3. Uh, and then Timothy Thatcher comes out. Hilarious as soon as he comes to the apron. Priest knocks, not Priest. Brunson Reed knocks him out. That was hilarious. Um, and then I think they went to commercial and they came back, went to commercial again. And then Grimes comes out, and this is where Kyle O'Reilly is on babyface mode. Uh, Brunson Reed does a tsunami, misses. Uh, Kyle O'Reilly hits a jumping flying knee, gets the pin on Brunson Reed. Then him and Timothy Thatcher does some technical stuff back and forth. Uh, Kyle O'Reilly gets a roll up, pins Timothy Thatcher, and then cave in from Cameron Grimes for a 2 count because his foot was on a rope and I didn't know that was a thing. I guess once it goes 1-on-1 match, it's a standard 1-on-1 match. I'm guessing maybe, but his foot is on rope. Of course, Cameron Grimes, baby. He celebrates, but he's telling him no, you didn't win. Uh, and then again, back and forth stuff. Uh, Kyle O'Reilly working on that ankle. Uh, Cameron goes for another cave in. Kyle O'Reilly moves out the way. He lands hard on his feet, flips, knee bar, tap out, third straight uh, victory, or third straight pin, submission. Kyle O'Reilly, Kyle O'Reilly wins. Undisputed Era, not named Bobby Fish. I'm talking about Adam Cole and Roderick Strong. Embrace him. Um, and then you see Finn come out. So we're getting Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good stuff. Oh, that match is good. Oh, match is gonna be good. Kyle O'Reilly's not winning, but that match is gonna be fantastic. As I said, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're rearranging things. Like really, what you're really what's gonna happen is once after NXT happens, the takeover. That's probably when you're gonna see like when matches happen. You're just like, oh, okay, this is why they did this, and this is why they did this. Um, yeah, Kyle O'Reilly's on his babyface wave. Adam Cole is on his babyface wave. Even Roderick Strong, when he was in a tag team with Danny Burch, was on his babyface wave. So I don't know if they're transitioning them to be baby faces. Maybe they might just completely forget about Drake Maverick and what's his face, Killing Dane. Maybe they just might forget about them and they might do like a montage or some Rocky montage between them two, like liking each other. I don't know. Is Adam Cole gonna get jealous? Is he gonna have them turned on Kyle O'Reilly? I don't know. We don't know. Well, I don't know because they have been having Adam Cole become like babyface too. So is Undisputed Era gonna like try to help him, and Kyle's like, no, I don't need your help. I got this, and then distract him and ultimately make him lose, and maybe they start doing dissension from there. Man, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But I'm excited for all of that. Um, let's see, what would I give NXT? Let's see, that women's gauntlet match was good stuff. I'll give it like a B. Um, Tampa versus Atlas, you gotta give that like a CC plus because it wasn't. Oh no! I'll give it a B minus because it wasn't a squash. It wasn't really a squash. There was good stuff in there. Strong and Birch, the tag team match, I give it about a B plus. Uh, Theory and Priest, it was good stuff. Get that about a B plus. Rich Holland versus that was for certified squash. Give that about a C. Um, and then Gauntlet match. I gotta give that Gauntlet match. It was fire. So let's see. I give it about a B plus. I give the show about a B plus. It was great. I enjoyed it. Big step up from that report that we're not going to talk about. And man, yeah, I'm excited for next week. See what we got going on then. That's it, guys. What did you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. I see you guys in the next one. I'm out.